Real man of genius.
We are live.
They are. All right.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton.
Black Gold, Jaron Wheeler, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope y'all enjoy tonight's show and thanks for tuning in. What's happening, fellas?
Not
Just
much.
just got back, long drive from Illinois. Whew.
Illinois.
Yep. We
Il-
left yesterday, came back today. Mom was up from Oklahoma, and
oh,
she
yeah.
wanted the daughter, or she wanted to see the granddaughter and the great granddaughter, and had some things for her. So we left, and man, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I hope I wasn't late today. I thought, man, yeah, I'm gonna make it on time, and then we ran into some road traffic jams. I was like, crap. Well,
Yeah.
thank goodness mom went kind of dozed off for a minute because foot got heavy and made that lost time. Got right back on track.
Road construction season.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
But it went good. We had a good time and uh, getting ready. Uh 1 week away from the wife going in for surgery.
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna be off 6 weeks and I'll be taking a couple weeks off.
Yeah, you need some time off. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Having that full hysterectomy. So she
Jeez.
is going to be off for a while.
Yep. Yep. And yep. You have to take care of her.
Yep.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
Well, I don't have to worry about working every other Sunday now. At least I'll be off.
Yeah, right. That is right. It's getting close to the show. Uh, uh,
Oh, yeah.
uh crazy, crazy. Well, we wish you all the luck, brother. You know it. Yeah.
Other
You
than that, everything else is good.
everything good. Rob, everything good with you?
Oh, yeah.
You excited about our guest tonight?
Yes.
And what's his name?
Frank from Detect America.
Frank from Detect America. Da 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 da. And Frank is a metal detecting guru like yourself, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we can get some metal detecting questions taken care of and find out about the old ugly box. What in the world it is, does, how to use it,
Yep.
what it comes with. The whole 9 yards. Very cool.
Couldn't be a pretty box. It's an ugly box,
It's
huh?
an ugly box. That's what it is. It is an ugly box. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. How much are them things, Rob?
Oh, gosh. I really don't know now. Because
Uh,
the ones I either was given one for free or I won one.
right.
So I imagine they're probably between 60 to $100. But
Probably. Right.
I've used mine plenty of times.
Sure.
Uh, Here's an ugly box.
Ugly box.
Uh, I'm just trying to post a link to Detect America on Facebook
All
so they
right.
can tune in on it.
Oh, yeah. And Jaron will post a link to the show on our Gold Prospector Space Facebook page as well.
It's already there.
All right, there. Look, that Jaron is.
Looking at Amazon, I don't know if this is his page or not, but they're $109.
Oh, really? For the old ugly box. I was just curious. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's his. He does have a website called uglygear.com where
Uh-huh.
you can order the ugly box through them.
Uh-huh.
And
Is the one on Amazon called an ugly box?
yeah, he sorts out the
Oh, okay. Gotcha, Roger.
people.
Roger that. I got it. I got it. I got it. Cool. Now we'll get him on here as soon as we get past our preliminaries. Jaron will be doing gold prices tonight. Rich don't have no internet. Scott don't have no internet at the lake because It's hard to get
Yeah,
in.
Wi-Fi at the lake.
Yeah, you can't get that internet on the boat. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. Rich still is just having problems with this. They're just messing with him, making him crazy. But he still has no internet. So you're stuck with us four tonight, everybody. So
Oh
and our guest. So it'll be a good show.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Jared, what about you? Anything interesting going on?
Not much, just gambling again. I
Oh,
made
Chumba.
another $270 withdrawal, I think Friday night, Thursday night.
On
Yeah, I saw that where you posted where you withdrew like something before that, wasn't it? Like $100 or 130?
I have to like go back and check my history, but I think I'm 17 grand this year.
what? On Chumba?
Wow.
Chumba and Lucky Land.
Lucky Lint
Land.
Land. Ch- Chumba and Lucky Land. Very cool, Jared. Very cool.
Okay.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's awesome, dude.
I never was a gambler until about 2 years ago, and I found out I'm pretty good at it.
You found internet slot machines.
Yeah, I've only actually been to a casino once in my entire life.
Yeah. Yeah. You just dig in the old internet casinos. Chumba and Lucky Land. I still have yet to check them out. I keep forgetting.
I know, me too. I need to.
I keep forgetting about it. Yeah. I think I might have checked out Chumba once. Just looked at the main page. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
think that was all. I think that was all I did. I believe. I believe. So, Jaron, what is them gold prices like? Rob was saying they were pretty up there this week.
Really?
Yeah.
I never saw on my charts the prices that they were saying, so
No.
I have a high of $3,409
Oh, 30.
on the 7th,
Okay.
Thursday. And that's as high as I've seen it go, but
Okay.
See, I thought it was like 3,500, but it could be
yeah, a
34.
couple people said
79?
35, but I could
Yeah.
not find anything that reflected that price.
Ah, so what is it today?
After Friday, well, actually, no, it's open market right now. So it's down 0.10% to
Oh,
$3,394.55.
oh, nothing to sneeze at, boys and girls.
No. And in the silver, we have at $38.26, down 2.23%. And the only other one I have on my charts is platinum, and that is 1,333.
How much was silver again? I'm sorry.
38 26.
38. It's
Wow.
pushing
30.
40. It's knocking at 40's door.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's close.
Wow.
And it had its high of $38.51 on Thursday,
Uh-huh.
but
It's
it's
gonna
come
hit
back
40.
down a little.
It's gonna hit 40. Yeah. It is. It's gonna hit 40. And then it's gonna hit 50. It's just starting that little engine that could chugga, chugga, chugga. Woo woo. Yeah, and it's gonna climb and keep climbing. Yeah. Yeah. Chugga, 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 chugga. Just remember that every time you hear silver prices, chugga, 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 chugga.
Ding.
Woo woo. It's going back up, boys.
Was it you, Rob, or I can't remember who I was talking with, and they had heard that gold was going to be falling under the tariffs. So,
What?
yeah.
So what's that mean? Explain it to
So
me.
any incoming gold is going to be marked up for tariffs.
So, so if it's incoming gold and it's marked up for tariffs, they're going to charge more for it.
Yeah, you'll probably pay 20 to 50% extra on tariff pricing.
Hmm. What if it's gold from our own country?
Well, then you don't have to worry about it. That kind of makes me wonder if when I buy that dirt hog bag, if I'm yeah, it's gonna be subject to tariffs, I bet.
Ah,
Oh well, it's only 10, 15 more dollars.
Yeah, adds up quick.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It does. It adds up real quick. Yeah.
But it's a good investment because the prices will continue to rise. So
Yeah. What is the old Bitcoin at?
Bitcoin is currently at $119,300.
Oh, nice.
The close for the day is in about 20 minutes, and then it'll start up a new day.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha.
And as we've talked in the past, I told you guys that I didn't really have hardly any Bitcoin anymore. I mostly have altcoins and stuff, but I've actually slowly been adding back to Bitcoin. I got like 200 bucks worth now.
Nice. I have none. I
me too.
have zero. I'm waiting on it. I almost got some the other day when it was at 117. And I'm like, no, I have to sell some of my other ones. And then I'm like, I'll just keep hang on to these for a while.
I bought some at 114K.
Oh, nice. But if it gets to 114 again, let me know. And I'll definitely be on top of that. Yeah. 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 Yep. Yep. And
Yep.
yep. And then I'll just go ahead and sell what other stuff I got and just put it all into Bitcoin. Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. I sure will.
Before we get the
Yes.
guest link, let me say hi to the chat. We got Stephen
Yes.
France, John Hunt, Bigfoot Prospecting, Brewers Prospecting, Charles Hanson, Ogre MGTOW, Randy Lewis, Alan Birders. I think he was the first one in there. David Alfonsetti, Art, Duff, David
Ow.
Villa, and John Hunt, if I didn't say him. And waiting to see if anybody sneaks in the out of the shadows. Hey, I'm here.
Hey, Amir. Yeah, right. Ah.
Oh, also, did you notice how many members we need now, Tim?
Was it like one?
Two.
Come on.
Close.
Two. Two. You tell me we can't get two new members tonight. We're gonna have a guest on from Detect America, and we can't get two members.
Well, I just sent him the link, so he should be popping up soon.
All right. Well, we need two members. Two.
Man,
Feel free to join, guys.
Yes. And don't forget about the donation fundraisers going on right now. Also, be sure and click that link and check it out. More prizes will be added as we
Yep.
speak.
Thursday is my payday, and it's going to be a super check. So I'll be adding something, I'm sure, by then.
Oh man.
Or at the very least, buying tickets.
And I just got a message that something else cool is going to be added to the. So be ready. More cool stuff coming. Get those tickets. Yes, sir. Frank from Detect America. Since Rob don't know how to pronounce his last name.
I just don't want to butcher it.
Why? That's what we're known for.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
We butcher everything.
Let me gather. It's Lopergolo.
Lopergolo. All right.
Lopergolo.
You say it's Lopergolo? So we'll ask him what his last name is and see if you were close. If you're as off as we think you are, you get your butcher union card.
Well, of course.
We've all got ours.
Yeah, we all got ours already. We're proud of it. Remember, like I asked you how you spell America tonight.
Yes.
Speaking of that, I was reading a post on Twitter or something, and somebody was trying to spell biased, and they spelled it Buyest, and they spelled it so horribly that my brain couldn't even think how to spell it correctly for about 30 seconds.
Wait,
I was like,
bias like
yeah,
BIAS?
yes, ST,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But they spelled it buy, like you buy something, and then
Oh,
EST.
BUI.
I was like, my brain couldn't comprehend for a second. I was like, uh, they screwed my brain up. They spelled it so bad.
Well, the only reason I asked is because it showed the word underlined in red, and I thought I misspelled America. I'm like, ain't it America? Why does it show me the red line? And I asked you guys, and it was because I didn't capitalize the old A. That's why. Uh,
Oh,
It's our
Steve.
buddy Frank.
Frank, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Uh, all right, Frank from Detect America.
You guys should have gave me more notice than 3 weeks. I have to be reminded.
Yeah, Rob said you thought it was the 12th.
Yeah, for some reason I had it in my head. It was the 12th. That's all right. I'm always ready to talk. So
Oh,
good.
good. Well, we're glad that you could make it tonight. Thanks for
Oh,
coming.
thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Yeah. I mean, Rob has told us a lot about you. You know, I think Rob's a big fan.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah. Yeah. By the way, Why Gold? Why Gold's Metal Detecting Adventures. If you,
I know who my gold is.
because I like to give Frank and Steve a hard time on Monday night show
Uh-huh.
when Detect America does their live streaming, and I'm not the only one. There's a few others.
Yeah,
Steve
there might be one or
Longhaw,
two other ones.
Sure. There's always a few that
uh,
like give you a hard
but
time, right?
yeah,
That's always. All right, Frank, how do you say your last name?
Exactly how it's spelled. Low per go low.
Lopercolo.
Yep.
okay. So I
Frank
didn't butcher it.
Lopercolo. So you didn't butcher it up too, Rob. So he didn't want to say it. He was afraid he was going to mess it up and butcher it.
Listen, I have heard every iteration of that name possible.
I'm sure you have. Lopercolo.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, Frank. So let's get down to the nitty gritty, man. How long have you been metal detecting?
I've been metal detecting 40 years as
Wow.
of like April 10th.
No kidding.
I still have the receipt of the first machine I bought. I was a cop
Uh-huh.
and I got on my first day on the job. I was walking the beat and there's a little jewelry store right outside the PD, and the guy had three little tables with jewelry in it, and one table had White's and Fisher metal detectors in it.
No kidding.
And I went in the day two. I laid one away, and I walked away about 2 weeks later with my 1265 Fisher.
Okay. And that's all it took. Obviously, you enjoyed it because you're still doing it.
Yeah, no, well, yeah. When I was a very little kid, young kid, my cousin had a beach house, and his father had bought a Heath kit,
Okay.
and he went on the beach, and the only thing he ever found was like a couple pool tabs, and he would throw the machine like in the ocean. And in my head, I'm like, well, if you can find a pool tab, why couldn't you find a coin?
Right.
So I was intrigued until the day I actually had a real job and I could afford to buy a metal.
Okay. All right. So you bought your first metal detector, and where was the first place that you metal detected? Do you remember?
Backyard, absolutely positive.
Backyard. Did you find anything?
No, actually, I so and remember, you gotta remember, guys, these were analog detectors.
Right.
And I had guys teaching me that were kind of new to the hobby themselves. They were more experienced than me, but they were kind of new.
Right.
So I was finding nothing. It took me 2 years till I actually hit a really good keeper coin. An 1828 half cent was the first real keeper coin that I ever hit, and
Okay.
then I just never looked back.
Oh wow. Then you were definitely hooked big time, right?
There was times it was 7 days a week. We'd be out in snowstorms, and and we're not finding anything. We're not, we're in South Jersey,
Right.
but we're out there digging.
Sure. Now, so when did you finally move up to your second detector? Do you remember?
Believe it or not, I had that 12. I used that when I got rid of the 1265 Fisher, it was covered with duct tape.
Okay.
So I used it for 10 years probably. I mean, I had other detectors in the interim. I had bought some lights, but that was my go-to. I thought that was a great machine. I love that machine. So
Right.
until it literally fell apart, um, I used that 12. I probably had it in my repertoire for 15 years.
Wow. You really love that thing.
I mean, I had went to the MXT, and to be fair, as much as I loved the Fisher, the White's MXT was a game changer for me. I mean, it
Okay.
really was. It was just such a new technology, a digital technology, and it was just, I started going back over every single place I had ever been, and
Wow.
I loved that MXT. I had the V3i, I had several others, but I liked the MXT. Out of everything I used by White's, there was no comparison to that MXT.
Okay. Very cool. Well, you definitely got the bug when you
Oh
started.
yeah, yeah, absolutely,
That's cool.
absolutely.
See, you didn't let it deter you, is what's good. Because I know a lot of people do. They get a metal detector, they don't find something the first day. That thing goes in the corner.
Listen, as long as you're finding anything, I never, when I was, especially when I was learning, I never cared if I was
Right.
pulling a pull tab, if I was pulling up a hot rod, as long as that machine was hitting on the target. And when I dug a hole, I was pulling something out. It
Right.
kept me intrigued. And eventually those targets just got better and better and better.
Sure. Because eventually, yeah, eventually you are going to find something better.
Right,
But
exactly.
it's not always going to be a pull tab or a piece of foil. If you
If you can
stick,
pull a piece of foil, you can pull a piece of gold. So
right. So if you stick with it long enough and devote the time, yeah, it's worth it. Yeah. Very cool though. Yeah.
yeah,
But
I know, love it.
so what's been your favorite place to metal detect?
Despite the fact that I moved to Florida so I could hit the beaches and find
Right.
nothing. I'm a woods guy. I love the woods. I love the old sites. I'm a dirt digger at heart.
Oh,
So I can't wait to get back up north. Not that I'm going to move back up north. I'm in Florida. It's warm all
right.
the time. But I miss the old dirt sites for sure.
Do you like the old relic hunting deal?
You know what? Yeah, relics coins. It doesn't matter. I just want to pull them out of a period of the area. It's got that period. I'm a hardcore Civil War and Revolutionary War
Right.
guy, so I really like going to those sites. Jersey offered a lot of that to me.
Really? Okay.
Florida not so much. But my first old coin in Florida was a 1630s real. So,
Ooh.
and actually that was my last really good coin too. I think.
That's okay. That one will make up for it. That's a good one. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the Civil War stuff would be really cool. That would
Yeah,
be the fun stuff to find.
and Civil War is kind of more accessible. It
Yeah,
covered a broader space in the
yeah,
states than the Revolutionary War. The Revolutionary War covered the 13 colonies, but it's very target specific. So
sure.
you're very lucky to come across a Revolutionary War site.
Right. That's just cool though. You know, that you still would rather do that than beach hunting. But
Yeah,
do
well, you know what? I like the beach, especially when
right,
I find stuff. And down here, first of all, I'm on the Gulf side, which I laugh because I hear the people say, "Oh, we got to get out there for low tide." There's no such thing. Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of Mexico is a really big mud puddle. There's no tide in it. It's beautiful,
right.
but yeah, the problems that the Gulf presents is that it's shallow for like 200 yards out, and unless
Right.
you're willing to walk with your machine 200 yards out, you're not getting in those areas where they're frolicking and
Oh,
losing their stuff. So
oh, okay. I got
but
you.
there's some decent parks down here. I pulled some nice stuff out of some parks down here.
Right. Now, how often do you hunt? Once a week, twice a week, every?
Well, it depends on how busy Ugly Box is because right now I haven't seen. I think my metal detector forgot who I am. I haven't been out in several weeks. Let's put it that
Oh,
way.
wow. Okay.
But we've also had to build and ship about 120 Ugly Boxes in the past 30 days. So.
Yeah, we'll get to that portion here shortly. The old ugly box. You got to explain all that to me. That's
Well, just imagine all the ugly boxes that we're building. Until about a month ago, I had to build that many headphones as well. So, so we were really kind of. I say we. I was really kind of busy up until very recent.
Right. Okay. Oh, you were building headphones too?
Yeah. We were building the Aquatex up until about a month ago when ultimately the company got sold. I sold Aquatex.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I just bought one of his last CTX headphones.
Yeah, yeah, really. I mean, and the thing is, I feel bad because I get calls every single day. Oh, you got any left now? I just don't, guys.
They're gone. And when they're gone, they're gone. That's it. Right. So you
Yeah, I
just
mean that's it. We're not, we're under contract. We're not building anymore.
right.
That's it.
So
Unless
you
something
just
changes down the road in the future, I would gladly go back into it in the future. But I think my headphone days are over.
right. But so you're just devoting your time now to the ugly box side.
Yeah, exactly. Ugly boxing, we do paraphernalia for metal detecting. We do grommets. We entered a new grommet to stop coil ear breakage. The tips for the
Oh,
pinpoint. We do a lot of little tiny things that are up on the websites,
oh,
and
that's cool.
ugly box is the main thing we do.
Well, that's cool. But the guys will post a link to your website in our chat rooms too
And
tonight.
just to get it out of the way, guys, if you go to the website, you see something you want. If you don't, God bless you, it's fine. If you do, don't buy it from the website tonight. If you contact me directly on PM, I'm discounting everything for guys that are tuned into the show,
Wow.
and we'll free shipping on whatever you order. Doesn't matter what it is, and we'll take 10-15% off the top of the cost as well.
Wow, great deal. Thank you. That's pretty cool. Yeah, heck yeah. So tell me about the ugly box. You have to explain this to me because I'm not
Mm,
I'm not a hardcore detector like you guys. Rob has kind of explained it to me that I know it's a electrolysis type machine.
I, I, I was very lucky. So the gentleman with the jewelry store that sold me my first metal detector, he was a dealer, and back in the early '80s, guys, that's there was no internet. If you wanted to learn about metal detecting, you found a dealer or you found a magazine.
Right.
And one of his customers, and we were hardcore at it, 3 or 4 years. I was really really into it, and a professor from University of Pennsylvania had walked in, and they were just starting a project called the Southeast Pennsylvania Big Dig, the SEPA Big Dig, and he was a really smart guy, and he wanted to try and bring in metal detectors into their archaeological department. So I had hours and hours and hours of conversation with the guy, and eventually he said, "Well, why don't you come and join our team?" So I did. I got college credits for it. They made me a specialist, what they called it, when you really don't know anything else about college other than what you're doing. And
Okay.
uh, and that's where I was doing that for 9 years. And part of the fun of college when you're in a group like that is you have to come up with ways of funding your projects. So I had been intrigued. I read when I first started. I read an article in Popular Science magazine about a guy who made an electrolysis system out of his dustbuster,
Okay.
and the problems were that it discolored coins, it chewed up certain coins, it wasn't efficient, but it intrigued me. So I brought this up to them as a possible potential way for us to have a project to justify our funding.
Mhm.
And we spent the better part of 9 years on it. From that came the Ugly Box. We solved just about every problem that was ever could think of with the electrolysis process. It actually got brought back in. It was in the museums in 30s and 40s
Wow.
until they realized, well, everything's turning orange. Why are we using it? And now slowly but surely it's back in the museums. I've got 12 museums using our system. We've got 12, 14 salvage boats using the system now,
Wow.
and it's gone through 4 or 5 kind of renovations, and we're really really happy with where it is now. This is I wanted to show you a new one. We're going to give one away. You guys can give one away tonight, and I wanted to show you a new one. Except the last of the new ones went out the door today when it shipped. So this is last year's model,
Okay.
but the new one is I'll this picture's always posted on the Detect America site, but the new one is more powerful, more stable. It has a vibration tool at 50,000 pulses per minute, and
Wow.
we're just we just can't keep up. Right now, we just can't keep up. We're building. I built 10 today, and not even close to being done.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
So do you recommend that you clean everything that you find
No,
like that or no? You don't.
absolutely not. Listen,
Okay.
there's only a couple reasons why you ever need to put something in electrolysis, and that's the fallacy, because those guys are like the hardcore. I don't touch anything. It's
Right.
not worth anything if you clean it. Well, it's not worth anything if it's a blob of copper either.
Right. If you don't know what it is.
But there's everybody has dug old coppers where when you turn them on their side, it almost looks like the coin is separating into layers.
Right.
That's called delamination. That's critical mass for coins.
Okay.
If you don't, the only two ways to correct that and stop that from breaking down so you can save that coin. One is flash forging, which you really don't want to do to those old coins. And two is electrolysis. Electrolysis will stop the breakdown. It's not going to make that coin new,
Okay.
but what it's going to do, it's going to stop that breakdown for another 100, 200, 300 years. It kind of rejuvenates the dying molecules and kind of saves it. A side effect of that metal being stable happens to be cleaning and detail. You don't put it in electrolysis to clean it. It's just a side effect. And then the other thing is, if you're doing displays, I do a lot of displays for historical societies and museums.
Right.
And guess what? They don't want to crush the old coin. They want to see what the coin looks like.
Right.
So primarily, we had built this for the archaeological arena, and they basically to stop stuff that comes out of the ground from breaking down.
Right. Okay. Very cool though. It sounds very interesting. Now, you know, it's like, okay. I didn't know. I'm learning a lot here tonight. Thank you, Frank.
and I know I'll get called because I fight with people all the time about electrolysis.
Uh-huh.
There is no safer way, none. And this is and by all means, come on my show and argue with me because I
Right.
love to do that. There is no safer method than electrolysis. It doesn't use harsh chemicals.
Okay.
It's not melting your large cents, guys. It's only going to reveal what that coin has to offer. And if that coin has a lot to offer, you get a really good project. Right. Take a look at our book and see some of the stuff that we've done.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Speaking of your book, our buddy Nelson, you know Nelson.
Yeah.
I found a Merc dime, and he and I were hunting, and so I gave him the dime for him to use the ugly box. Didn't he send you some photos for that book?
I believe he did. Yeah. I know I've got photos from Nelson. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
We put out the book's not even out yet because you know what? Printers are just a wonderful group of people. I just love them to death because I'm waiting a month now. But we put out a request. Guys that use the ugly box, if you want to send some before and afters, last minute thing, I'm going to try and squeeze some in the book.
All right.
And we got like 700 responses.
Oh,
and that was like a 2-week period. We got about 700. 700, yeah, 700, and we put about maybe we got 40 in the book. But
wow.
Yeah, we had.
That's a good response though. That's a heck of a response.
Yeah.
Frank?
Version of this. We've sold 8,500 of these.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. That's a heck of a response though for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great.
That is cool. That is cool. That's a cool product. So all right. So what's probably the coolest thing you ever found? The top of your head, your favorite find.
My favorite. I have two favorite finds. One was during the SEPA Big Dig project. We were in an area called Monterey Pass.
Uh-huh.
And we were setting up a camp. We had 30 students. We were setting up a camp, and the property owner, who was wonderful, came over and he goes, "Yeah, listen, if you guys get a chance, because out in this woods, me and my brother, when we were kids, we used to jump on this pipe that was sticking out of the ground. Well, the pipe was a Confederate cannon.
Oh,
and we it took us like 3 days, 2 tow trucks, and a bunch of people digging to remove the cannon. Then we found 100 artillery rounds that went with it.
Wow.
And that cannon actually, I designed a gigantic electrolysis system for that cannon.
Wow.
And their people actually did it. University of Pennsylvania people actually did it, and the cannon now is on display at Monterey Pass.
Wow. That is
And the second one, the University of Pennsylvania again had sent us down. We were doing a project down in a place called Port Plantation in New Orleans area, and it was supposedly these stables of slave trade posts that were down there. And we were digging on this one particular one that they had researched the hell out of, and we had found absolutely nothing.
right.
And then a property owner who was getting ready to start construction on the neighboring lot, he said, "Well, I guess I own a lot at the same time period. He goes, why don't you come down and dig there?" And there we dug the cache of 306 copper cobs.
Wow.
And, yeah, yep.
Man.
One spot got one spot. Whatever was underneath a certain portion of this building,
Right.
one spot, 306 cobs.
Wow. Awesome, dude. That is cool. So you've definitely got around doing some metal detecting, right?
Yeah. You look, you don't go out looking for the hope, the high profile places. You're never going to find them. Go
Right.
out and look every nook and cranny. We had a permission under our belt. One of the guys that used to dig with me had a permission under his belt for 2 years.
Uh-huh.
And finally, it was always overgrown. He didn't want to do it. So finally, the owner of the property started clearance. And well, come to find out, this was a tavern that was not only a tavern. This was in South Jersey. This was a tavern that was kind of the headquarters for covert operations of Revolutionary War soldiers who were seizing ships coming into the bay under the British flag. And for 2 years, the boss of this little operation, his name was Benedict Arnold.
Oh, no kidding.
And that was our Benedict Arnold site. And you see some of the pictures I have out there, some of the pictures that some of these books have done with people that found stuff. I that one site I alone, out of like 5 or 6 guys, I pulled 35 reals off that one site.
Wow.
And I was one of 5.
Wow.
I was one of 5 guys, and we were all poor.
Did
all
you ever
poor.
have a scary moment metal detecting?
Usually the scary moments metal detecting out in the woods, or occasionally you'll get like wild dogs coming up on you.
Uh-huh.
I'm a retired police officer now. They weren't necessarily as scary to me as they may be to some people, because I was,
Right.
I had the ability to defend myself in the woods,
Right.
without going into too much detail. But between wild dogs, between every now and then you'll get a piney, well, what we call a piney. A piney is kind of a Pinelands redneck.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, not really. No, not really.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
one or two occasions, but I never really ran into what I would consider trouble out
No big scares. That's a good thing.
there.
Yeah.
No, knock on wood. No.
Right. So how many different states have you metal detected in? Do you know offhand or?
Probably 14 or 15.
Oh, wow. Okay. So,
A couple of countries,
oh, really?
mostly islands. I did, go out to the islands and detect. I probably why I'm no longer married, but I detected on my honeymoon. Probably might have something to do with that, but I don't want to speak for her.
It could have a little something
She
to
can
do with
speak
it.
for herself, for believe me.
So, what's your favorite state that you detected
My
in?
favorite
Pennsylvania?
state?
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
You know, and a lot of people think that, yeah, Pennsylvania's up there, but believe it or not, New Jersey, where I'm from,
Really? New Jersey?
like we didn't have any big battles in the Civil War in New Jersey. We had very few big battles in the Revolutionary War in New Jersey. But what New Jersey had was everything that they needed to fight the war was basically made down there.
Oh.
We had ironworks that made cannonballs.
Right.
We had, we have found there's so much period stuff just from the infrastructure that was built up around these wars.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had my best 2 fields three fields ever have been in New Jersey, and I mean ever. I mean just the most stuff, the most historic stuff ever taken out of a field for me. All three of them have been in New Jersey.
Huh. I'll be darn favorite country.
Yeah, I mean, I just love it. I mean, that's the thing I miss. I love coming down to Florida, but that's the thing I miss. New Jersey, you throw a stone and you're going to hit Cologne.
I'll be darned.
It's just how it is. I built a house in 1995.
Uh-huh.
And in 1995, I lived in that house when the CTX 3030 first came out. And I was lucky enough to get one. They had one that was going all around the world, and all the dealers were getting to try it. And when it got to me, I bought it. And I said, well, I'm going to do a quick video out of the box. This is the home that was built in 95. And I took it out and I took it to the edge of the road and I pulled a KG3 out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is it there? I don't know. Somebody was walking around in colonial times in that piece of area. That's just how kind of how New Jersey is. You can find it anywhere.
That's crazy, though. Yeah. What about your favorite country to metal detect in? What's it been so far?
It's probably here because.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know the history. I don't go learn the history of these countries. Well, first of all, the other countries are like Jamaica, like the Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not really. I went over the border into Canada, like briefly for like a minute, just so I could say I detected there.
Okay.
Now I got a question to ask Frank.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're a former police officer.
Yep.
Did you ever use your metal detector for a crime scene?
Oh yeah. I still use my metal detector for crime scenes.
Oh, that's
the metal
cool.
detector, the ground penetrating radar. I used that numerous times where I was a cop. I've used it 2 or 3 times for crime scenes. Actually, here in Florida, I was in contact. The pages have been good to me. People recommend me. So between running ground penetrating radar for 20 years and metal detecting for 40, I get calls periodically to assist. Usually, it's smaller police departments, or it's the defense attorney that wants me to prove his case, whatever. But yeah, I've done that quite a bit. My last New Jersey crime scene was a head.
So what?
We relocated a head.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, well, it was a mild family dispute, and his brother got mad,
Mild?
chopped him up into pieces, and we were looking for the head. And we've actually found a couple locations we thought it was, and one of them was right.
Mild dispute?
Well, listen, it was a tough town.
Yeah, you think? Mild dispute. Yeah, okay.
Little family dispute. That's all.
Yeah, that's all it was.
We had no trouble. They had no trouble finding the arms and the legs and the torso.
Oh,
the head was giving them the issue.
And they had to find all the pieces, right?
Yeah. Well, eventually, see, once the head was found, then he kind of copped to the rest of where the rest of the stuff was.
Oh, okay. He's like,
he kind of figured we had him at that point.
Yeah, I might as well fess up, right? Yeah, makes sense. So what kind of detector are you swinging now then? What's your favorite?
Well, right now I'm back. I went through all of them. I went to the Manicore, and I'm not going to talk any crap on the Manicore. The Manicore is an outstanding machine, but I'm back to the CTX 3030.
Oh,
thank you, buddy.
After I sold them, because I had 3 of them. After I sold them all, then I had to go hunt down another one and get another CTX.
You went back to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, now that's cool. That says something right there. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not taking anything away from the Manicore. I have Notka products here. I believe it or not, for generic hunting and little fields and everything, I'm still a big Simplex fan. That little single frequency Simplex is a rocking little machine. It's hot, but when it's more complex digging, I like the Manicore. You got to realize 13, 14 years, I'm using the CTX 3030. It wasn't offering me anything that much more that I would leave the machine I know in and out.
Right.
So it was just, I always said the Manicore was great. The Manicore raised my blood pressure. The CTX lowered my blood.
Nice. Okay. All right. Good to know. Yeah. Awesome. Well, here's what we're going to do. to be eligible to win the ugly box that you're giving away tonight, the listeners got to type in the GPS chat room. They got to type the word ugly box in, and that will get them eligible to win an ugly
And just
box.
so they know, they're not getting this model. They're getting the brand new Hurricane.
Oh, you hear that, guys? It's a brand
I
new
just don't have one to show you because I took them all out.
because it's so new, it's not made yet.
It's made. It's made. We're 400 deep since Black Friday last
wow.
year, so it's
Wow.
made.
No, I mean, it's just not made and in your
Yeah,
hand
no,
right
this
now.
one's not made yet. Exactly. I got to go to back and build it.
That's what I meant. I got you. Very cool, though. Yeah. So type in ugly box to be put on Jaron's prize wheel to be eligible to win the ugly box tonight at the end of the show. Very cool. Thank you, Frank. Awesome. Now there was something else that we was talking last week. Something I wanted. Oh yeah. Rob mentioned that you've been on a few TV shows as well.
What, me?
That's what he said.
I don't like to talk about that. But no, yeah, I've been on a couple. I've been on. Steve loves to break them for me. I was on Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates.
Okay.
I was on a show called Secrets of the Dead, and the PBS show. And lo and behold, we were doing the same project that we were doing on Expedition Unknown.
Okay.
I've been in a documentary called The King's Highway, which was that was mostly ground penetrating radar, which was about the King's Highway that basically ran up down the East Coast, and this was around Philadelphia.
Right.
We metal detected in Pennypack Park, which was like the wife of Benjamin Franklin, named for her. The church dates back to the 1670s.
Okay.
And then I've done a lot of college level documentaries. I've been support staff for that.
Oh, cool. Now, all right. Have they ever called you and said, "Dude, we want you to come on Oak Island"?
You know what? I don't even talk. No, a couple of the guys from Oak Island were actually early on were really open. They were on my show a bunch of times, and
Okay.
then I mentioned to one of them, how does it feel to be the personal digger for Gary Drayton?
Right.
Surprisingly, I've never contacted again.
I bet.
Believe it or not, and I'll give kudos out to the guys in Oak Island. One of the main players in Oak Island bought a pile of ugly boxes to give the crew one year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that is really so. They're finding more.
It still didn't get me on the show, but now,
yeah, but they're finding more than they're showing on TV. Then
my buddy Steve Zielinski was the original metal detector diver on the original Oak Island. He did one of the he was on Josh Gates' show with me as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that name does sound familiar from early episodes. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, huh. But you do a lot of the ground penetrating radar too.
Yeah, I've been 20 years with ground penetrating radar now. So I do a lot of infrastructure work. You know, we go out. In New Jersey, if you want to buy a house and it's an older home, if it was built before like 1975, the banks won't finance you unless you have ground penetrating radar done because they want to see. Yeah, for old tanks and stuff. Yeah, a lot of the townships they want what's called a clear ground scan done. So I did a lot of that stuff. I still do a lot off and on for different police departments, historical societies. I'm doing I've done a couple of cemeteries out on the east coast of Florida where the time encroached on the cemetery. So basically just locating graves that may have been lost to time. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
I love ground penetrating radar. I don't get to use it enough.
Oh, really? See, that would be kind of neat, actually. You know, that would be cool. It's quite interesting. I've never got to see it other than on TV, but it is cool.
Well, if you're a spectator to ground penetrating radar, it's probably, other than watching paint dry, it's probably the most boring thing to watch. It's really if you don't know what you're looking at the oscilloscope, it's extraordinarily boring.
Right.
If you know what you're looking at, it's kind of cool when you come across something, and it's always something that could be what you're looking for because it really doesn't tell you
Right.
Doesn't tell you what it is. And these guys on some of these TV shows that are like, "Oh, look, I found a coin." Nah, no, you didn't. Not with ground penetrating radar. You didn't.
No, because it does not tell you it's metal or wood or
Well, you can kind of determine in your head if it's metal.
okay.
It doesn't. It really struggles to find anything smaller than 6 by 6 squares.
Oh, okay.
So if it's metal, it just puts the shadow down to infinity. You'll know when you hit a piece of metal. It's not going to tell you what it is.
Right.
It's not going to see a coin sized piece of metal, but
Okay. But a
you
pile
kind
of
of need to know
coins.
what you're looking for. You have to have an idea in your head what you're looking for before you go out there and look. If you tell me it's a Volkswagen, okay, this could be a Volkswagen. If you don't
Oh,
tell me anything, it could be a Boulder.
okay.
So you kind of have to have information in advance.
And you like doing that a lot.
I do. I love the ground penetrating radar. It just sees deep. I found so many old graves, lost to time graves with it. I found two different locations in New Jersey. I have found sets of slave tunnels that were only rumored to be there,
Okay.
and they were not the railroad tunnel. These were between the house and the facilities for the servants. So
Right.
they ran underground. I found one of the episodes of the TV show I did. We found the bank robbers tunnel that he bought a house and hid the money in another house he bought across the
Oh,
street. We
yeah.
found that tunnel too.
I seen that show. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, that was Secrets of the Dead. Yeah, we found that.
Yeah.
Then we've actually found a bank bag in the entrance of the tunnel.
Yeah, I seen that show because I remember the one house was here and the other one was like across the road at a
Yeah,
diagonal.
and the entry the tunnel came out into an old well.
Yeah, very
And
cool.
then come up through the well.
That is cool. I like that. Heck yeah. Very interesting. So there's it's just something there on the top of my head again. Dang it. Oh. Oh, what the heck was it? I hate when I lose my train of thought. I get wrapped up in what you're saying and I forget what the heck I'm thinking. Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Tell us about Detect America.
Yeah, thank you, Rob.
So Detect America is probably 15, 16 years old now. Detect America is early Facebook,
Right.
and I was part of another group and another show podcast. At that time, it was radio only, audio only, wasn't it like this?
Yeah.
And the gentleman that ran the show, for lack of a better term, was an a-hole.
Okay.
He would, if you were a guest on his show and you found a cool point and you spent an hour listening to how you really don't know what you're doing, and he found better stuff.
Oh,
So
gee.
anyway, me and a couple of friends had gotten so frustrated with it, we decided that we were going to do our own podcast.
Okay.
And that's it. We started Detect America, and then probably 6 months later, we started our Detect America live podcast on 1,000 mics.
Yes. That's where we
Matter of fact, myself, and then Josh Gates, who has Beyond Sight and Sound.
Yeah.
Beyond Sight. We pretty much started like the same week.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy? That's where we started, was 1,000 mics back in
Yeah,
the
that was. I'm the only guy so far. I'm the only guy that has. I call it a studio. Basically, it was a chicken coop,
right.
and I had a cat that lived there. That was my second home.
Okay.
And I got a call about 3 o'clock in the morning from one of the guys that was on the show and said, "Are you running a show?" I was like, "What are you talking about? I'm sleeping." He goes, "Well, there's something live meowing." somehow, that's why there's a picture on our page. You'll see a picture of my cat. He's long gone, but my cat on the table. Cat actually walked across the keyboard and somehow managed to hit a combination of keys and started 1,000 mics live.
Go live.
6 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where it started, and it went into the video of it, and we've always had sponsors. We've always had metal detecting manufacturers that have been really good to us. So we give away, whenever we get a chance, we give away metal detectors. We give away, the stuff that we build.
Right.
It's been a lot of fun.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Subscribers away, Tim.
What's that?
I said, are we still 2 subscribers away?
2 away to 8,000 members. Yeah.
Nice.
Just
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, we're trying to direct them over to the GPS chat to be eligible for this giveaway because it has to be in the Gold Prospector Space Room chat.
Correct. Right. So if they're
You know
not,
what? It does my heart good to hear that, because, and I'm going to pontificate here a little bit. Like that word, I paid a lot for that. In this day and age, and I'm not calling out names, I'm not naming sites or anything like that, but there
right.
has been too many sites, too many podcasts even, that are just simply blowing out bad information and bad recommendations. Not every problem with your metal
Right.
detector is buy a new detector or send it back or you need a new coil. And it's just people without any experience that are just out there giving out horrible information to newbies in the hobby. And it's good
Right.
to see that there's some seasoned guys out there that are getting their respect and getting members to come to their page, because
Oh yeah.
that's the only way to turn this around, or else it's
Yeah.
going to be Amazon heaven real shortly if we don't
Yes.
get
Yeah.
people to realize it.
Yeah, I usually, people come up to me, hey, how do I get into this hobby? Yeah, you can go on Amazon or check out the local pawn shops for a metal detector. It don't cost that much. Don't spend $2,500
No,
for a flipping
No.
machine when you
Right.
can spend maybe $100. Listen to what the machine's telling you, the tone.
exactly.
When you swipe over a target, it's going to tell you something. Remember that when you dig it up, dig
That's
all
right.
targets and learn those sounds. Don't rely on the VDI, rely
No,
on the sounds.
your machine will never lie to you. Your machine is not trying to trick you. If you move from the United States and you decide you want to move to France, the first thing you're going to do is try and learn how to communicate. You're going to learn their language.
Yeah,
These machines are just simply speaking to you in their language, and until you understand it, you're not going to know how to fix it. There's a good machine in every price range. You don't have to buy these nickel and dime crap that Amazon is selling. You can get into the hobby for a cheap price and still have a decent enough machine that will dictate whether you want to move on in this hobby or you want to closet without
Right.
spending $1,000.
exactly.
Right. I know with me, it was like first detector I got was a Ace Garrett 250.
Mhm.
Uh, because I just want to find anything.
The Ace 250 was a game changer in the metal detecting hobby
Was it
because
really?
it was a good machine at a great price.
Right. It was a good price. And that's why I'm like, well, this is one. This way I could decide if I like it, if I'm going to just like put it in a corner and never mess
Yep.
with it. I've never had no luck. And I get so frustrated. And I got a Tesoro Lobo also, but it's like, I, I just get frustrated because all I find is junk. And I just go, why can't I ever find anything, even like a coin or and I know it's about where you hunt too.
And that's the thing. And I tell the newbies the same thing. Okay, you haven't found any good things, but you're finding junk. That
Finding
means that you
stuff.
simply haven't put that coil over the good thing yet,
Right.
and you will. Eventually,
Right.
you will.
That's yeah, and it gets very frustrating. It does. And sometimes I just or I probably should carry it a lot of times with me because you'll see a spot and you'll go, why didn't I bring my metal detector?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a cheap metal detector in the back of that truck.
Yeah, because it's like
Always something in the back of my truck that I'm not going to cry if somebody breaks out a window and steals it.
right, okay, but you always have one with you.
There's always one in there. Right now, I can tell you right now, Garrett, there's a Garrett AT Pro, and there's a Note Simplex in the
Right.
back of my truck right now.
And that's for just in case, right?
Absolutely, you never know you're going to jump out. Absolutely.
Right. And that's
I don't do a lot of jumping out as much in Florida as I did up north
uh-huh.
because they don't
Sure.
work too good on the pavement down here. But
Right. Probably don't have quite the woods up there. But don't you enjoy the beach hunting down there in Florida looking for the
listen, you always enjoy the beach hunting. Where else are you going to go? You get to get up, get to see the sunrise, you
Right.
get to see beautiful oceans.
Yes.
Yes, I wish I found more on these beaches. I absolutely do.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say I haven't found anything, but it's not what the east coast of Florida is. It's not what the northern beaches are, but it's wonderful down here.
Right.
Except for like right now when it's 150 degrees every single day of the year.
Yeah.
But like all winter long. I love it. I do way more detecting in what we call winter down here than I ever do this time of the year because
Sure.
it's just brutal. The humidity is just brutal down
I can imagine it would be rough. Yep, it would be. But it's cool though, because the
there. Oh
shipwreck.
yeah, no, it's beautiful down here,
Yeah, and like you
and
said,
I do love the beaches down here. I just wish I found one down the beach down here.
yeah, it would be a great place to, like you said, wake up to every morning and be able to
Yeah,
protect it. It would be. Yeah.
and it kills me because I'm literally 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes from some of the best beaches down here, and yeah, right now it's just I wake up in the morning like, should I go metal detecting? No, I can't go metal detecting. I got 25 ugly bucks that have to be out tomorrow. But
Yeah.
I'll get a lull next few weeks. I'll get a lull and I'll get out there.
And you'll get out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So do you plan on getting back up to New Jersey anytime soon?
Oh yeah, no, the first opportunity I get to go up there and dig. There's a couple of events that go on in the fall. I'm desperately going to try and get up there to dig a dude event. They get some great properties.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, for sure. And I just want to get home, to my old stomping ground and
Right.
hit some of the places I've been hitting for the years. I miss it. The guys they send me emails. Oh, look what I found today. Yeah,
Rub it in, right? Yeah.
yep, absolutely.
So was you born up in New Jersey?
I was born. Yeah, I was born in South Jersey. Most of my family was born across the bridge in Philly. We're all
Okay.
Philly fans up
I
there.
got you. All right.
And I've only been down here 2.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Now,
You
tell us about your co-host and partner in crime, Steve Pacifico.
No, I don't want to. Steve and I met 13, 14 years ago. Steve and I met not long after Detect America came to be. We were both going to the mine lab, go mine labbing day in Atlantic City.
Right.
And we happened to meet up at a Wawa in the town right before the shore. And we just started chatting, and we went and we dug together at the mine lab event, and that's it. We've been partners in crime pretty much detecting ever since. And he's still in Jersey. I'm down here, but he'll come down maybe once a year. He'll come down for an event. I'll go up, whatever. But yeah, we're still tight.
That's cool. And that's your co-host.
Yes, he's
That's
my
awesome.
co-host.
That is awesome. Cool.
Yeah. Well, you have to. The less fortunate, you have to take care of it. So I give Steve a job. I told him I doubled his pay. I gave him a he owes me change.
Pay. What pay? Oh, mercy. So yeah, that's interesting. That's very cool. So what? All right. What night?
Well, you know what? He's also like we're building so many of the we 3D print the ugly boxes now, the actual shells that they're in,
right.
because with the political situation that it is, our shells that we used to buy went from $1.98 a piece to almost $9 a piece.
Holy cow! Yeah.
So we had just started getting into 3D printing, and now we've got 2 machines. Next, pretty soon to be 3 machines, and they print round the clock.
Constantly
And
printing.
so it's cool. So yeah, so Steve's building boxes and some of the components for that.
Wow.
So we're kind of partnered up on that.
That's neat though. That you guys do that. It really is. You've turned your passion into something, and that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about. It keeps me in. It keeps me in the hobby even when I can't dig.
Right.
I'm out there. I'm out there doing something.
You're involved
involved
in
in the hobby.
many ways. So yeah, between the show, building your product, detecting, going to events. Yeah, you're just definitely you're engulfed in it for sure. And that's what's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I probably remember I've just keep going back to the Thousand Mics day. And I probably remember the show, that you were on, probably.
That was the good old days.
Yeah. Thousand Mics.
It was. You know what? I
was.
could go to the show in my underwear, and I didn't have to worry about what I looked like on camera.
But Thousand Mics was kind of great, Just maybe it had so many issues too, but
always, always.
didn't it? Always some kind of issues with that
You'd be
platform.
doing that. I get a phone call. You guys aren't on the air. Well, we've been talking for an hour, and nobody wanted to tell me.
Yeah. It would be like, really? Oh, yes. It was
Yep.
always something. I miss it.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
They were fun. They were fun times. I
They
remember
were.
there was only like three of us doing metal detecting shows when it started.
Yeah, there was not many. I think we was the only gold prospecting show. And
Yeah, right.
and there was like you
Yeah,
said, 2 or 3 metal detecting shows and that
yeah,
was
we hit #1 a couple times.
yeah.
It always gave you a rank too. That's what I liked about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was. It was cool. That's what I mean. I missed the old Thousand Mics days. It was
Yep.
like, and now, like you said, now it's gone to this platform. You know, it's
Almost all of the little private entities are gone. It's either a big entity or it's Facebook or it's YouTube
yeah,
or it's nothing anymore. You can't.
right. But us and you have withstood the test of time. We're still
Yeah, and
around.
that
You
speaks.
know,
And I tell you what, it's the guys who are still around doing this are the guys that have a bit of common sense in this hobby that aren't out to you've got to get the next biggest best most
right?
expensive thing. They're not
Right.
blowing smoke.
No.
They're actually in the hobby and like guys like me, if I can get you into the hobby or fix something in this hobby for a good price or free,
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to do. You
Yeah.
know
We.
how many guys I have talked through building home electrolysis system for? Like,
Wow. I can
just
imagine. Yeah. Yeah. We want to help people. That's our thing. It's like,
exactly. It's we're old. We have knowledge.
yeah.
Have,
Exactly. Exactly.
use us before we're gone.
That's right. Take what we know and
Yeah.
share it with the
Yep.
world.
So I
I
got a guy in the YouTube chat, David Vila. He asked a couple questions about your ugly box.
sure.
He goes, Frank, do you worry about the fumes from the ugly box? And then on top of that, what type of media or liquids you use for the box?
Okay. So as for the fumes, as most people who have looked at electrolysis at all, electrolysis can produce hydrogen and oxygen. It's diffusing the water into hydrogen and oxygen. The amount of hydrogen, which is the only one that you should be concerned about, the amount of hydrogen that's produced is directly relative to the amount of voltage that goes into it and the amount of amperage that's driving it. The voltage and the amperage is even at 12 volts, the amperage is microamperage. It doesn't produce enough to ignite. It doesn't produce enough to make you nauseous. It doesn't produce enough to make you sick. But as a safety precaution, we tell everybody use a ventilated area. It's just it doesn't produce enough of anything dangerous that you're going to have an accident. Even if you were in a closed up room, it's not producing enough to do that. And you have oxygen being produced out the other side, which is kind of offsetting. It's kind of diluting. So no, we're not really worried about that at all. We looked into that very early into the amount that it was being produced. Now, if you're building a home unit and you're using 220 volts to produce those gases, maybe I'd worry a little bit. But micro amperage, low voltage isn't a concern at all. Now, as for the brine mixture, and this is a pet peeve of mine, and I tell this to everybody that wants to get involved. Your two things to remember. One, electrolysis does not clean your coin. Electrolysis does not cure or treat the coin to make it last longer or cleaner. Electrolysis is a necessary evil that we need to create that type of circuit. If we could create it another way, we would, but unfortunately, that's how you create that circuit.
Mhm.
The water, the brine solution in your electrolysis tank does absolutely nothing to clean your coin. If you're putting chemicals in there to help clean your coin, you are doing it wrong. Electricity is going in there. There's a little tiny slight heat factor. You're opening up porous materials. You don't want anything that's going to be detrimental to that coin introduced by way of the brine. Brine is nothing but a conductor of electricity. It doesn't do anything else. So don't put anything in it. It is tap water. It is simply a salt solution. Don't ever use table salt. Table salt has iodine. Iodine will react over time. You clean it with iodine, you clean it with table salt, it's going to look fine. And then a year down the road, you're going to develop red blotches. Use a non-iodized salt. You don't want iodine in it. You don't want any chemicals. And the other mistake that a lot of people make is that I only use purified water. I only use distilled water. You are making your system work twice as hard. Water does not conduct electricity. It has no conductive capabilities. What conducts electricity is the contaminants in the water, the salts, the minerals. So if you use purified water, if you use distilled water, your machine has to work twice as hard to get the electricity across that circuit. Don't use it. Use tap water. Use regular lukewarm tap water. Use that as your brine mixture. We use a mixture of 2-to-1 baking soda to non-iodized sea salt. People ask me, why do we mix it? And I tell them, I don't know, because when I mixed it, that was the truest voltage I got. Those two components gave me the truest voltage across the tank. That's why I use it. I don't have any magical explanation of why that combination works that way, but that's why.
Frank, I have a question for you. So
Go ahead, sure.
I live in Utah.
Mhm.
When you say brine solution, I mean, if can I just go to the Great Salt Lake and get the brine solution? We have an endless supply.
So the most perfect brine on the planet is one that comes out of the earth. So if you could go get gallons, we do have guys up in Jersey that go to the beach and fill up gallons of beach water. I would suggest that you run it through a coffee filter just because it has solids and crap in it. But yeah, absolutely, go pick it up right out of the lake and use it as your brine. It's the perfect brine solution. We try to mimic that. That's exactly what we're attempting to mimic.
That's cool.
You know what you just said? That sounds like too much work. You sell the brine on your website?
Yeah, we sell the mix. Yeah, we sell the mix, and that's exactly what I tell people. I tell people how to make it. I don't. I'm not. We're not trying to make $1 million off of my brine solution. But
I'd
for
rather
those
just
that don't
buy
want
your
to do it,
brine because I'd forget how to make it.
we sell it in anything from a small package to half a pound. It's not expensive at all. Uh, so yeah, they want to hit the website up and hit me up for it. Yeah, we sell half a pound blocks of the brine solution.
That's
Sometimes it takes a while to get there because the DEA sees a block of white powder in a box. They want to take a look at it, but I write in big letters brine solution on top.
Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah, like I got a water softener in my house that runs through with the brine solution.
Right, runs all the salt, right?
Yeah, so that would probably be pretty good too then, wouldn't it? Just
Yeah,
coming out of the tap.
absolutely. I mean, when you're dealing with that kind of salt,
Uh-huh.
the only thing you kind of want to do is kind of dissolve it more.
Oh,
You
okay.
want you want to make sure it gets dissolved because you want the least amount of solids in that water
Right.
as you're doing it. Only because the more dilute, the more dissolved it is, the
Hmm.
more true the current's going to be able to flow through. That's all.
Gotcha. Now, when you put something in that tank, do you just toss it in there, or do you hang it in there?
So this is always the point of contention. So we use an alligator clip.
Right.
Guys like, oh, aren't you going to scratch the coin? Two things with that. I'm not cooking a coin that I'm worried about it getting a little tiny scratch on because I'm
Right.
not I'm not cracking open my NGC carded coins and throwing them in the electrolysis tank.
Right.
So most of the coins that get cooked in there, it doesn't really matter. The other thing is if you're gentle, you don't have to grind it into the coin. You're
Sure.
just and they also sell alligator clip jump wires now that have no teeth. They're just flat surfaces. And that's all fine too. It's so
Okay.
yeah, we invented I keep saying we like I have a crew of people here. Um, I invented something called the Carbon Gator a few years ago. It's an anode isolator because one of the things with electrolysis is the wire, the jump wire, and the alligator clip on the catalyst side, the side you hook your catalyst to, will always break down. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't care if you build it at home, if you buy mine, if you buy somebody else's. Over time, the positive, the anode is going to break down and will have to be replaced.
Okay.
And a lot of guys like to use it a lot, and they were replacing, your anode wire in less than a day. So we invented an anode isolator. It's just a little tiny loop with an alligator clip on it. You hook your jump wire to it. It keeps it on the outside of the tank. It keeps it away from the spray, and it doesn't make it last forever, but it makes it last a lot longer. So you're replacing that wire less. So that's what we hook our carbon, our catalyst metal to the ugly box tank with. It's called a carbon gator. Do you need it? No, you can hang it right over the edge. The more exposed to the water, the more exposed to the mist, the quicker it will break down. And it's not breaking down from rust. It's breaking down it's a molecular breakdown. So don't go and buy $30 alligator clips. They're going to break down just as fast as the dollar store ones.
Right.
Buy cheap, replace them when you need them, and that's it.
That makes sense. Okay.
Of course, you talk on your website. You offer the redux where you got the brine and then this
the reboot kit. You get it.
Yeah,
There's
the
two
reboot
reboot kits. There's
and
one
then
that is
funny looking.
yeah.
weird
One
looking-
comes with that. That's the Carbon Gator reboot kit. It comes with the Carbon Gator. Comes with a quarter-pound or half a pound of brine. It comes with a new set of wires and a new carbon, and then we sell one without the Carbon Gator in it as well.
Yeah, because that funny looking clip that you got now, that's new. Because
That's probably about 3 years now. I've had the Carbon Gator out.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that just all that is to do is to help prolong the life of your anode jump wire.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Now, do you got any videos out there that show people how to use the ugly box?
Yeah, we just dropped one about a month ago for the new hurricane. There's not a lot of hurricane videos out there from me. There's a million videos out there for the ugly boxes through the years. You get to see what they look like. You get to see what they looked like 20 years ago.
Right.
We were building them out of Tupperware, literally. We have a Facebook page dedicated to electrolysis. It's a Detect America electrolysis page.
Okay.
And on there is a set. We did a boot camp set of boot camp videos, which we did a live cook of I think it was a 2,000-year-old coin or a 600-year-old cob or something that we did live, and it goes through all the steps, why we do them, and how to set up your tank. And again, I'm DA Frank Lopergolo on Facebook. My first 3 to 5 hours every single day of my existence is answering questions on the chat on the instant messenger about electrolysis. I do it every single day. If you have a question, I don't care if it's about our unit. I don't care if it's about one you built at home. If you just accept criticism. If I think you're frying your stuff with your home system, I'm going to tell you that. Don't look for me to be gentle on that.
Right.
But by all means, hit me up. I will gladly answer any electrolysis question. Dude, I have been doing electrolysis on the dime of an Ivy League university for about 38 years now.
Wow, that is cool.
37 years, something like that.
That's cool that you still take the time to help people out. That's awesome. It is. It really is.
Well, because you know what? If you build a home system and you fry your stuff,
yeah,
you'll turn around and say, "Oh, electrolysis is horrible." And it is. Can you hurt stuff with it if you don't do it properly? Like anything, sure you can.
right.
But if you do it properly, it can't. It's scientifically and physically impossible for it to destroy a coin. It may reveal stuff that you don't necessarily want to see, but it was stuff that was already there.
Sure. But like you said,
Now, John Hunt, I had a question. I'm not sure because I'm doing multitasking. I don't know if you covered that in that. But does the ugly box come with the brine solution, or do they have to purchase that separate?
The ugly box, when you get the ugly box in the mail, it comes with absolutely everything you need to start. It comes with brine, it comes with carbon, it comes with the wires, it comes with the carbon gator. It comes with a battery adapter. So the ugly box will run off of a 9-volt battery. The only thing that's sold separately is the AC adapter. The AC adapter is separate, and I got guys that refuse to use the AC adapter. They only use batteries, but it will save you money on batteries if you use the AC adapter. AC adapter will run the system nominally at 12 volts. The 9-volt battery will only run it at 9. So everything works. 9-volt battery may take a little longer, but you can cook. We did a video when we were prepping to put out the book. We did a video of an almost dead battery where I cooked about 6 coins on a 9-volt battery that had about 3 volts left.
Wow.
So the system is efficient. It's just not the adapter saves you money.
Right. So it comes with everything you need to get
Yep.
started.
You can open it up. You got to supply a 9-volt battery, but you can hook everything up and everything you know. 9-volt battery and water is the only 2 things you'll need to get it.
Wow. Very cool. And you can start instantly right out of the box.
Okay, I gotta interrupt. We got breaking news.
Breaking news.
We have 2 new members. Tom Kimberly and Marla Lee have joined, so we have hit 8,000.
We finally hit our 8,000
Finally,
members.
Let me just say, 2 of my favorite people on the planet.
Well, see,
I love both of those people.
we said maybe we'll get a couple of them Detect America people tonight. We only need 2.
Those 2 are aces, guys. They are awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and joining us.
Yes.
Finally, 8,000 members. Woo.
That's fantastic. Congratulations.
It is.
Guys.
It's a milestone, dude. It really is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the 1,000 mic days when we would hit 750 and we'd be having parties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 750 members. We have to have a party.
We got a
Oh God, yeah. It was
Hey, Ray, how you doing?
they would always show us how many listeners we had and stuff. Yeah. It was the greatest.
Absolutely.
Greatest days. God. All right. Finally, good news. Thank you, Jaron.
Yeah,
That's
like I said,
awesome.
I'm doing
That's
all the stuff behind the scenes here.
Yeah, you're taking care of everything back there for us, right?
And if they just tuned in, they don't even know that you guys promised a trip to Hawaii for the next two
For the
people to join.
Kind of like Oprah. Feel like
You get a car. You get
a car. Everybody gets a car.
Now, two of my favorite people. They're awesome. Both of
That
those
is
are
cool.
awesome.
Well, I can't thank them enough for joining us. I really can't. That's just awesome. Very cool. And they even entered for tonight's giveaway.
See, that's what they want. They just want ugly box. They only like me for my ugly box.
Oh, is that what it is?
You know,
I haven't seen Marla's type yet, but
Whoever wins the ugly box tonight, too, if they want to drop me a note and tell me what pinpointer, we are putting out pinpointer tips for just about every pinpointer out there. They're thermoplastic urethane. We did it because I had a couple of people that had the Garrett Carrot and had literally worn holes in them.
Right.
And they had got a couple of the hard ones, which are nice. They go on, but they don't seal. They still leak. So we came up with the thermoplastic urethane one. It goes on and it seals. It maintains waterproofness. So if they tell me what kind of pinpointer they have, they'll get a set of the new pinpointer tips with it as well. As long as I make them. Because if you ask for something that I can't pronounce, I probably don't make it.
Very cool. Yeah. I didn't know them things wore out like that. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've been using my Garrett Carrot since they came out. I barely got scratches on it. These guys literally wore holes in it. Because every time I go in the ocean, it goes crazy. No kidding, you got a big hole in it.
Well, I know. I got the Garrett Carrot, the black one.
Uh-huh.
I got that in 2017, and then I ended up getting the orange Garrett Carrot.
Yeah, that's the one I got too.
20.
Yeah.
And it's still got a good tip.
Yeah,
I don't use my pinpointer as a digger.
And that's the thing. And I get that why someone hasn't come out with a pinpointer that you can literally dig with, because
Right.
I have to catch myself from doing that.
Yeah.
Give
Like,
it time.
no. Get the spade out and start digging some more.
It
Yeah.
just have to be a plastic spade, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Well, listen, at least you have it. I have, and Steve always tells me that I should really shut my mouth and I really shouldn't say things that I've done that are really, really stupid. But I have gone 2 Garrett Carrots, completely gone, because out detecting one day in big fields, large fields, I buried them. When I filled in my hole,
Oh.
I buried them and never saw them again. and I guess the little chirp wasn't loud enough for me to hear because I was walking all over the place trying to see if I heard a chirp, and now they're gone.
And they're gone forever.
Yep.
Somebody will find them someday.
Yeah, eventually they'll plow a field and have the carrot come out.
Yeah, or a metal detector will find a
Oh.
metal detector.
Yeah.
Kind of ironic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get metal detecting and find a metal detector. Yeah, it'd be interesting. It would be. Just saying.
I actually went to it was a public hunt
Uh-huh.
well, I'd say Temecula area. It was about 2 hours from me. By the end of the day, we had found a white pinpointer. Somebody dropped it. It's like, oh, look, there's a pinpointer on the ground. We took it
What,
straight.
like a TRX pinpointer?
It was the square box with the
Oh,
little
the bullseye. Yeah.
yeah, the bullseye. So it's like somebody dropped a pinpointer. Well, we took it to the booth and said somebody dropped the pinpointer. We don't want it. But I don't know if they ever got their pinpointer back. But yeah,
That's okay because one of your new members in Kingery, I actually was at his day when they were at and had my gear sitting on a chair, and I picked it up and put it on my shoulder and packed it up in my truck, getting ready to leave, and they're running around going, "Somebody stole our pinpointer in our belt," and then I realized it was theirs. So I stole her husband's pinpointer at one time.
I picked up and took off and walking on your way.
It looked just like mine.
Hey, honest mistake. Right? It happens.
Absolutely.
It happens. I'm just saying. It happens. Man. So
we're basically trying to figure out if anybody in YouTube's got any questions for you, Frank. So if they do, hopefully they'll put it in chat.
yeah, and don't forget, you got to type in "ugly box" in the chat room to be on the wheel, which Jared I'll be bringing up here shortly.
Which chat room?
The GPS chat room, of course. Always the same place as always. Yeah. So if you're over there in the YouTube land, come on over, pop on in.
For anyone who doesn't know, GPS, we shorten it up, but it's actually goldprospectorspace.com.
That's right. We always just call it GPS, but just come on over. Get it in there, get it in the chat room. So you will be eligible to win that ugly box tonight. Jaron, you got all the names so far on the wheel.
And just a reminder, real quick,
Yes.
if anybody, again, we're not hard sales. We don't push sales hard. If you want something from our products, fantastic. But if you want something and you contact me privately, I can't discount them on the website. I'm website challenged. It'll be free shipping and we'll do 15% off. And I don't care what it is on the site, whatever.
Cool. That is really cool, Frank. Yeah, thank you. So just make sure you say, I heard it on the Prospector
Exactly.
Radio
Just
show.
tell me, just PM me at DA Frank Lipagola here or uglygearusa@aol.com to send me an email. Yes, I still use AOL.
Me too.
I don't. Why change it?
I know. People make fun of us. They go,
I know.
you still use
Oh,
AOL.
you the last guy? Yeah, I'm last.
So me and you must be the last two on AOL. I'm like, I've had AOL since it came out. Why would I change?
Exactly. I had it when if you were in a chat room, you had to typed in your chat and it was one long scroll of people. Everybody saw what you were typing.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to get a private room, good luck because I still don't know how the hell to do it. That's how long I've been on AOL.
Back in the day, man, when they had the dial-up modems and stuff. Yeah. You always got the little CD in the mail.
Yeah.
So Frank, Marla gave me a reminder to put up your YouTube channel because she said you guys do a show 8 p.m. Eastern time on Mondays.
Monday night. Well, we're live on Facebook. Well, not anymore. We're not live on Facebook. We broadcast live Monday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and it's on. We put the link on our Facebook page because Facebook doesn't allow us to broadcast live to the group anymore for some reason. Yeah. It's on YouTube at Detect America Live YouTube page.
And that's on a Monday night.
Monday night, 8 o'clock
Eastern time.
Eastern time or 5 o'clock Pacific.
Cool.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll get that link up there too. That way people.
And we've got DLEC coming on real soon from Notka, and we don't necessarily go after guests this time of year heavily because yeah, it's still like daylight here. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
people are out.
Yeah.
We've done the show to a couple thousand people live, and we've done the show to
Yeah.
me,
Right.
during the summer months.
Well, that's like us too. Yeah, with gold prospectors in the summer, they're out there looking for gold. Yeah.
If the sun's in the sky, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're not here.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
the winter time, the audience always picks up because they're not
Yeah,
out
for
there.
sure.
Yeah. So
But-
it's just one of them
So
things.
just record this interview and play it again in December.
Yeah, that's all right. We always have them saved. They're all in the archives, so that's what's good. They could go back to them at any time and watch them. So that is a good thing. I just still wish we had our 1,000 mic shows.
Yeah, they were always good for just sitting around and chatting. You didn't have to worry if
No.
what you were wearing. I could sit if I really wanted to. I could lay in bed and turn the computer on and do my
Yeah.
1,000 mic.
I may have. I don't even. But I wish they could have at least saved all of our shows for us when they did away with
Yeah,
it. You know?
they took the archive with them.
Yeah, it would have been nice if we could have had all our old shows.
I heard that they were out of Germany, and I heard like the guy had like embezzled like $1 million or something.
Oh, really?
Took like $1 million of advertising money and took off. And
It's possible. You never know. I always pictured it was just like one guy in a basement was running it because, like we said, there was always some weird problem, and they do these updates, and they would never tell you about a scheduled update because they didn't schedule them. They just
no,
all of a sudden we're doing an update.
I think they did schedule it. It would be 5 minutes before I was supposed to go live.
Yeah. Or it'd
Yeah.
be while you were live.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
It'd be like, really? You're going to do an update now? It's like, thanks for letting us know.
Oh. And that's it. And at one point in time, before we went to video, we'd have like 7 guys around a table doing it. And then everybody's sitting there going, is it ever going to come back up? And you'd sit there for
Yeah.
20 minutes and this thing would be spinning
Yeah.
and spinning.
Yes. Same. Oh, it's just funny to talk to somebody that had the same problems we did. Yeah.
Me and Josh from Beyond Sight and Sound were constantly on the phone. We still are, but we're constantly on the phone.
Yeah.
What did you do to fix it?
Yeah, because Josh was on there too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's why I said there was only like 3 detectorists and us.
Yeah, at one point in time, there were like 3 detectors. I remember the gold show. I remember that.
Yeah. There was
And then
guys.
that was it. Then you could do basket weaving. They had shows on
Yeah.
combing your cat's hair and all kinds of cool stuff.
Everything on there. There was, I don't think there was no boundaries on 1,000 mics.
No, you could literally you could find anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was funny. Good stuff though. It's hard to believe. Yeah. It's crazy.
So Frank Steven France asked, have you ever came across a big python, and if so, how big?
Oh.
Now, I've never come across a python down here. The only thing I did, me and my girlfriend were going to Clearwater Beach. I forget one of the beaches. I forget which beach it was. And we went out on the beach, the public beach, and we found nothing. So someone had told us like the next beach down was called the Dog Beach. And that's where you could run your pets.
Right.
So we said, well, let's just go down there and see if we find anything there. So you drive through the parking lot, you go all the way down, and you have to go through. They're really into nature preservation here. So the paths to the beach are all this overgrown stuff. It's like a tunnel you walk through.
Right.
So we're talking, and we're walking, and we're dragging stuff. And meantime, I hear her scream, and dead center in the middle of the path was 6-7 foot rattlesnake.
Holy cow.
So me, being the man that I am, I held her in front of me while I ran backwards. No, they're like, you know what? People, we're stupid. We're all stupid because this rattlesnake coiled up. And first of all, let me just say the rattle didn't sound like anything like it was on TV. It sounded like a whizzer. And the first thing we did instead of getting out of there, we both reached in our pockets and pulled out our phones. and we're trying to
yeah.
she was in front of me, so at least I had a buffer.
Oh, gee.
But yeah, that was the only real. I mean, I have something out here called a critter cam. I've got two ring cams that I put on the ground on two sides of the house, and
Oh,
I
gee.
see the snakes, they run around. But the only one that really got me was that diamondback rattler,
I bet. Yeah.
and he was big. It wasn't like he was a tiny one. That was a big sucker.
Messing with them.
So
Nope.
then we went to the beach. We told everybody about the rattlesnake, and then I went home. I wasn't in the mood to detect anymore.
Yeah. After that. No rattlesnakes. And none of them dang Florida pythons neither.
I'm not in that. I'm not in those like Everglade type areas to see the pythons. I mean, I hear about them all the time. I see the videos that guys are pulling out pythons all the time. I think if I saw a python up here where I'm at, I'd be living in New Jersey again.
Sure. Yeah.
Probably.
Exactly.
I'm not a fan.
No. Me neither,
I
brother.
was visiting a buddy of mine from high school. He lived in Ruskin, and there was a little gator that come up in his backyard. I was like, no, I ain't going outside.
I keep waiting to see one, but no. The only thing I do on my critter and I live in a complex. It's all paved. It's not. We have a little lake. But it's all paved. It's not like we're out in the woods with straw in our teeth. And every now and then, twice so far since I've been here, I've caught a coyote go across my critter cam.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So they have their coyote. They run around, and then you post it on Facebook, and they all call you names. Oh, I can't believe you're scared of the little coyote.
Yeah, I always thought there's a lot of coyotes down in Florida too.
There are, but like you said, we're
yeah, in an
it's a
area
great
like
little
that.
town I live in, but it's very urbanized. Everything is paved. There's not a square inch of ground here.
Right.
So to see a coyote running around our park is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's like, where'd he come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one spider that kind of gives me the creeps. I guess they call it the banana spider because it's yellow and black and really long legs.
I got to tell. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming they're called the same thing everywhere. These daddy long leg spiders. But so in the parks that have the woods that we detected, you literally from the transition from spring into summer, you literally have about 2 to 3 weeks maximum before the snakes and the bugs and everything. And the last time I was there, I knew I was at the end of my digging season when the spider came like this. I was like, forget it. She's like, oh, it's nothing. I said, forget it. I'm out of here. Time to the beach. Time to the beaches. I thought, listen, I'm not afraid of a lot of things. But I don't like the spiders. I don't like the big snakes. I do like all the little lizards. They're cool. I have them all.
Lizards are cool. Yeah, but I'm with you. Snakes and spiders, no, I don't need them. No. I could do without them. Yeah.
And I love the people that are like, oh, they're so good to have around. Great. I'll drop them off at your house.
That's right. Well, you can have them. I don't want them in my house or around me. Yep.
So here's banana spiders if you've never seen them.
Yeah, what's a banana spider look like? Let me see. Oh.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can't say that I've seen them.
I thought I seen one of them in Virginia Beach one time.
Yeah.
I swear I did.
I stay with my elementary school kid. He lived in Ruskin, and outside his little porch, you can see the spiders. They're huge.
Yeah.
They're not like that in a little tiny thing. They're like huge.
Nope, and no, big nope on that. That's for sure. So, Steve, Frank, so you did have a scary moment that Dennis asked you about. So the rattlesnake thing.
Yeah, you're right. I have to be in the moment and talking about it for me to remember. Because, like I said, I have a mind like a rusty bucket.
Oh, there you go. There's your scary moment. The rattlesnake.
Yep. The rattlesnake. Yeah, it was probably more scary for my girlfriend because, like I said, she was the buffer between me and the snake. There was no doubt. Listen, I'm a gentleman, but I'd have thrown her right to the snake.
It's got to be faster.
And she's listening, so I know I'm going to hear about this when I get off.
Yep. That's it. You just got to be faster than the slowest person. That's all.
I told her I would have said really nice things at her memorial. I would have.
Of course you would have. Oh, mercy. Jaron, let's pull that wheel up if you're ready.
You know, one stud puppy goes Franken spiders, LL, and
You know,
start.
as soon as you said one stud pony, I knew that was going downhill from there.
Oh, mercy.
California, aren't you guys like having your early bird lunch there, Don? California, this time of night.
Oh, the sun's not even down yet.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting you're on that side of the country.
All right.
Yeah.
How many times would you like to randomize this? 3 times and then spin?
Yeah.
3?
Yeah, we'll just do 3 standard
3
shuffles and then we'll go.
spin.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Make sure
Alright.
nobody joins GPS.
All right. No last minutes. Ready.
Okay, we're good to go.
Good to go. All right. Random.
So 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3. Spin. All right. Good luck, everybody. Come on. Come on. Go on around. And around. And around some more. And around some more. And around some more. Now, why gold? No. Oh, no.
It's Tim.
It's me. I'll pay it forward. Spin it again. Here.
All right, do you want me to shuffle? or-
Shuffle. Give me 3 shuffles and spin it again.
1, 2, 3. I don't know why Don's name's so big.
I don't know.
Oh, that's Don. Oh my God.
Charles, I think. Charles? Jaron? Charles?
Ooh,
Jaron?
you're close. I think you got it.
I think it's too close. Oh,
Wow, you lucky dog.
that was like so close. It was like dead center.
Okay, I would normally pay this forward, but as a metal detectorist, I could actually use one of these.
All right. I don't blame you.
Hit me up with your shipping address. Literally, you have to give you 2 days to get to it because I have a pile this big. But yeah, give me a shipping address and then I'll hook you up with some. What kind of pin corn are you swinging there?
I've got 2 Garrett carrots.
Ah, beautiful thing.
I've got an Ace 250 and then I got a AT Pro.
That's your 2 detectors. You got
Yeah, and then I got 2 carrots to go with one per machine.
Oh, good. I'll throw some we call them carrot tops. I'll throw some carrot tops in there for you.
very cool. Frank, that's awesome, brother.
Just
Good job,
PM me
Frank.
on Facebook, or you can send PM me on Facebook, and I'll
Yeah, I'll get with you.
get them out the ASAP.
Nice, very cool.
Yeah.
Jaron, you won my prize. You're welcome.
Hey,
Welcome.
when's the last time you even had your metal detector out, Tim?
Oh, I know. No, trust me. I know. That's why I paid it forward. Because I'm like, I don't get to metal detect. So
I just found a mercury
Just
diamond,
sit here.
2 weeks ago?
I don't want it to sit here. I want somebody to use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know. I'm so waiting for the weather to break here, though. Like I said, and I know. Listen, I'm not one of these young puppies that are out there, in 110-degree weather. I figure like this: it's 110 degrees today. Next week, that it'll still be there. It'll be 80 something. So, but when the weather breaks in, that's it. All bets are off. Then
Right. Then you're back
I can get
out.
out and breathe.
You know what's funny is where I hunt at, our beach has been closed for over close to 1,100 days.
Wow.
No water contact.
Oh, no kidding.
So I go 20, 30 miles north to much more populated beach. Don't find crap.
Yeah,
Go
you're right.
home to where I normally hit at. The beach has been closed. I'm finding all kinds of crap.
It doesn't help that we go to the beach and there's like 15 guys with metal detectors walking around out there bumping into each other.
But the thing
we
is,
have beaches down here. Occasionally they'll have to close it when it gets too like right now. The water in the Gulf is probably 100 degrees, close
Wow.
to it.
the thing
But
is that most
they'll
of the
close the
time,
beach for bacteria. And then I think it was last year
Yeah.
they arrested some guy who walked out to his favorite beach that was closed with like handfuls of chlorine. Yeah, they were dragging him off.
I bet they was. Yeah, but see, that shows because years ago there was probably like you were the only person on the beach,
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
right?
What a difference it is today.
And now, how many people are out there? You
The
know?
only advantage is that there's so and not dogging the newbies. The only way you get experience is to get out there and swing
Yeah.
the coil. But the only advantage is that there's so many newbies out there. You don't necessarily have to sweat them clearing off your beach. I mean,
Right. Right. Yeah, that's true.
I
And
just if they ask me a question, I just say, yeah, turn your sensitivity down to 0 and go at it, man. Go for it. And they'll swing all day long.
you didn't find that? Wow, I'm hard to believe.
It must be a bad day.
Yeah. must be. Well, Frank, we want to thank you, Frank, for coming and hanging out this.
My pleasure, guys. It was fun.
It was. I enjoyed having you. It was great, man. You have to come on again.
Anytime.
Thank
Awesome, brother. We appreciate it, man.
And send me that address, guys. I'll get that out to you.
We'll get it to you, Jaron. We'll get it to you, or Rob will get it to you.
I'm about to message your Facebook page right now.
You got it, brother.
There you go.
Right.
Frank, take care, buddy. Good luck.
See you later.
We'll talk to you
Gold.
soon.
I know who you are now. Now I'll be able to attack you on the chat.
Now you can.
Exactly.
Yep. Beat them up.
See you later.
Later.
Thanks.
bro.
right?
Bye, Frank. Very cool.
God,
Yes.
Darren, you lucky dog. I swear.
Well, wait, no. Tim, you lucky dog, because Tim won it first.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was
yeah.
attempting, I still wouldn't have kept it. But Jaron, if I ever need to borrow it, I'll just borrow it off you.
See, I said in the chat, I said it's a bonus for me because I have endless brine.
Yeah, it is. See? Yeah. Or if I need something cleaned, I'll just send it to you. And you can clean it.
Yeah,
Yeah. See?
good idea.
See? Now we all know who's got one. Rob and Jaron.
I think Tim was a real winner on this one.
Yeah.
Well, I'll still hit up Frank for some more brine. I'm just too lazy to figure out the composition and mixing it.
You like the pre-made brine.
Exactly.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that, Rob.
Yeah.
See, and I always thought too that you're supposed to use distilled water. That's pretty cool that he said no, just use tap water. You want the minerals stuff. Very cool. Learned a lot.
Yep,
I did.
I did.
I did too. I learned an awful lot. You know?
And 8,000.
8,000, baby. Finally.
Congratulations, you can monetize.
Man, that is awesome. Finally.
Get that monetizing going.
Finally. 8,000 members.
Oh yeah.
Man, that took a long time.
Get
Seemed
that monetizing, get that stuff built up. No more.
Oh,
no more.
that's YouTube crap though, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got 8,000 on YouTube. We just got 8,000 GPS members.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got some fabulous prizes for the GPS raffle.
Yeah, we do. I think was something else added here or something, or did I miss?
Yeah,
something?
Darth just added one of his little cleanup 3D
One of his
triple sluices.
world famous. Crap, my computer. One of his world famous desktop hot bankers. Those are just the coolest. I will add that to the page.
He sell those?
I don't know if he does or not, Dan. All you gotta do is buy some tickets. You can win it.
I'm gonna buy some tickets.
Better
That's gonna
yet.
be
See,
my donation. Gonna be buying tickets.
and you might win it. See, you never know.
Yeah.
I'll add that to the.
And tell everybody where to go to buy the tickets.
Well, you just got to go over to goldprospectorspace.com. It's that simple. Go on over, sign up, and there's a fancy little post there. says Gold Prospector Space Donation Fundraiser. You could click on that. It'll take you to the page. It'll show you all the prizes we have so far. And then you just click the donate button and get the tickets. Easy peasy, mac and cheese. Just keep.
Oh, and I'm a little slow tonight. If you look at my picture, that is a picture of the gold I cleaned up with Darth's unit.
Oh, yeah. Dar said he does not sell them. It's a GPS exclusive item.
All right.
So you have to win it. So you better buy a lot of tickets.
I know.
Have to punish you, Dan. Yeah. Right?
I know. I've been wanting one of them.
They're cool.
I know. I know they are.
Jaren's I'd like to have one too. Jaren's got one.
How did
Jaren won it. What year did you win it?
You lucky dog.
Like 2 years ago. I've actually got 2 of them.
Oh my God.
Oh, really? Do you got 2 of them?
Version 1 and version 2.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
But version 1 I won, and then version 2 he made some modifications to.
Ah. And
So
here,
yeah, I've got them all.
Wow.
here, since tonight's show is a metal detecting
Your
show,
guy. Mr. Beachman, detective guy. Some seek their fortune on the stock market, others in real estate. But you look for loose change in the sand. Jackpot! Armed with a 5-foot Geiger counter and the world's largest set of earphones, you live your life with a simple code of honor. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Oh my gosh. Stop it,
Your
Jared.
people mock you, but he who holds 92 cents, a gold-plated earring, and a steel-toed boot gets the last laugh. So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh Sultan of the Sand. We'd give you a medal, but you probably already found one. Mr. Beach, Bud Light beer, and I said,
Wow.
that's for tonight's show. For our metal detecting gurus out there, you have to have the real man of genius. That's right. That's awesome. I love that thing. And, all right. And on that note, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And don't forget, if you do purchase tickets, check your email. I'll get your tickets filled out. I will send you the last 3 digits of your ticket. So
Are you going to draw a ticket like last time where you get inside this big plastic
No,
thing?
not getting inside
That's
the big plastic
so fun.
thing again.
You got to do something like that again, dude. That was worth
I have to come up with something good.
you do. That was amazing.
That was insanity.
It was funny as heck. I think I tinkled a little bit when I was like, yeah, I'm telling you, that was hilarious.
That is funny. Okay. So yeah, so if I send you your tickets, check your email, and if it's not in your email, check your spam email. Might have went there. So if you didn't get your ticket numbers and you bought tickets, just let me know. I'll send them a different way. Okay. So want to make sure everybody gets their ticket numbers. And on that note, we want to thank Frank again from Detect America for coming and hanging out with us tonight and for his wonderful giveaway.
And thanks to our 2 new members who pushed us to that 8,000.
Yes.
Yep.
Big yes. Yes. Super big yes to 2 more and to all of our members. That's why we're at 8,000 right now. So thanks again, everybody. And until next week, we're out of here. Have a great week, everybody. See ya.
Good night.
Good night.
Cheers.
be sure to tune in next Sunday, 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.